I've always said to my son, he could be anything he wants in life, and I'll always support him. I said, anything at all, but the only thing is out of your control is training. You will train. You have no say about that. And from that aspect, he's kind of developed and cultivated a strong mental attitude towards that dynamic of life, and I don't even have to tell him to train now.
How's it, everybody? Welcome back to the Thoughtonomy Podcast, where we like you to think for yourself in a world that wants to do it for you. I'm super excited to introduce my guest today. I've been wanting to get this man in here right from the beginning. He's a hard oak to get hold of. It's Coach Big T, Trevor Wolmarans in the house.
How's it, brother? How are you, bro?
Very, very good. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
It's a lekker to have you here.
I appreciate it.
Why don't you start out? I mean, there's a lot of people that know you in Durban, but this goes way beyond there.
Yeah.
Let them know just a little bit about who is Coach Big T. What are you about, man?
Well, as you know, I run Knuckle Game Boxing Academy. I moved to Durban in 2010 from Johannesburg, and then I started working at Domination with Clint Walters and Lee Dyer. Yeah. They opened up a fight gym, and then from there I was coaching out of their gym, and then we kind of branched off from that into Knuckle Game, myself and Lee, and then we opened up a gym in Mshlanga Rocks Drive. Okay. And we just focus more on the boxing aspect of the fighting instead of the mixed martial arts and the MMA.
Did you guys have a gym up Swapper Road behind the spa, the Kensington Spa?
No. So that was Domination in Kensington and Broadway.
Was that where you started?
Yes, as a coach.
We used to work out of a building, and we used to watch these oaks with these bags up and down that hill. In the
yeah.
Who these oaks?
Yes,
so that was you as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%, yeah. And then myself and Lee, we shifted off just and primarily focused on the boxing.
Okay.
And then worked out of there. And then, 15 years later, we're still in the same game.
And outside of boxing, I mean, you were telling me some fascinating things off camera that most people probably wouldn't know about. You were the lead singer in a death metal band. What's this?
More of a hardcore band, Bloodline Ltd. That was my Joburg days. Yeah. I mean, played in bands my whole life, really. Well, when I was allowed to, in terms of age. Yeah. We've played Woodstock, Kopi. We've headlined a couple of big shows. It was fun while it lasted. I also worked at Kevin's Custom Tattoos back in the day. Yeah. Late 90s, early 2000s, and then a bit of a school dropout and staying in school, kids.
Not always a bad thing. Right?
Yeah. And then we just decided to get out of Joburg and come to Durbs.
And are you happy in Durbs? You've enjoyed this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. I found my roots. I found my feet here.
That's awesome.
Good people here. There's good ethics in people over here, especially with the family oriented. I mean, I've had kids here also. I've got my boy Tyler. I've got my daughter Rain with my new addition, my Lat Lamaki.
Congratulations. So you're enjoying being a dad of a daughter as opposed to a dad of a boy?
Yeah, well, it hasn't really hit me yet. She hasn't really started walking and talking yet. And hopefully she embeds my morals and not her mother's.
So hear me out on this. Have you seen Bad Boys, the movie Bad Boys?
Yes, I have.
When Kyle comes to the door to take out Martin Lawrence's daughter and Will Smith comes to the door.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen to your daughter's boyfriend one day. I don't want to be him. I would never want to be him.
And when I said the morals of the mother, I just meant the attitude. The mother's actually a very good person, a brilliant person. Without her, I wouldn't be here today.
I would not want to be your daughter's boyfriend one day. I must imagine coming to the door and you meet dad first.
Yeah, shit. We'll cross that when we get there.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest parts of being a dad of a daughter when the boys come on scene. But anyway, we won't go there now.
Oh, well, they must know how to fight.
So Durbs is your place. I want to just share with you how I came to kind of notice you, and it was social media. I was doing gym in Durban North with Natalie the Get Fit Challenge.
Oh, yes.
And I started noticing your posts on social media. Yeah. Which were very good, actually. And the posts were constant. I was noticing it a lot, and I noticed a lot of people that I know were liking the posts and were enjoying your content.
Yeah.
But something held me back from coming to train there.
Yeah.
Because I saw you and the size of you, and I was like, this oak's going to make me puke. Like, this oak's going to make me work and I don't like that, if I go to gym and I go and train.
Hard work?
No, I like it, but I push myself. But if I get to my point, and I just had this, like, perception
Yes.
that you were going to be this hard slave driver at
Well,
your
that's
coaching sessions.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, obviously, because of the look, the intimidation factor is there, and
100%.
But yeah, once you actually step in the environment, I mean, fight gyms generally are not about attitude or ego, or it's actually a place to acquire skills and learn discipline.
Yeah.
And that's what we generally focus on.
Yeah.
We know we want to build characters. We don't want to break people down and bring the bully aspect to things. I mean, if you ask any fight gym around the country, I mean, it's pretty much the same motive. Is to build and acquire skills.
And I think people don't realize that from the outside.
No.
Because certainly for me, I stayed away until I spoke to a lady who went to your gym and she said, no, come and try it out.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Trev, I'm a coach, right? So that's what I do.
For sure.
And coaching is about building other people.
Absolutely.
You were the total opposite to what I expected.
Oh, yeah.
And it's credit to you as a coach. I felt so comfortable. You pushed where you needed to. You pulled back where you needed to. And I left there going, wow, what a dick I am for thinking. But that's people in general, right?
It's just, unfortunately, it's a stereotype around the business.
Yeah.
But, it's like I said, you just have to be brave enough to get your first foot in the door. And then once you're in there, you'll actually realize that it's not about ego. It's all about community and family. And everybody builds up. In fight gyms. I mean, if you're a loner and you're not really for the big crowds, a fight gym could be for you because you meet people that become your family.
Yeah.
It's a
Is that the essence of the passion behind this business to you?
No, well, the community has always been a passion of mine. Acquiring skills mainly has also been a passion of mine, especially to pass down the knowledge that I have acquired along the years.
Yeah.
I mean, especially having a son and having children. I mean, the way that the world is these days, it's not how it used to be. Things are a lot more they're easier, accessible in terms of getting what they want.
Yeah.
So the hard work aspect has kind of fallen away from society.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you should teach your children how to fight because you need to teach them more. Any sort of a self-discipline, because not only does it protect them in the long run through all the tribulations of life going forward, but also as a person, it teaches them the dynamic, the respect, the discipline, manners. Yeah. It's just like fight gyms will mold and authenticate your lifestyle for the better and not for the worst.
But that's incredible because I think people look at it from the outside and think you're learning skills to attack. You're not.
No, it's to defend. I mean, it's also to protect. It's fighting is not only about legacy and pride. It's about lifestyle. Yeah. So you do get some people that want to push the competition and make it a lifestyle.
But there's a place for that.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for that. Yeah. I mean, so like I say to everyone, I said boxing's for everyone, but it's not for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can take it to an amateur level. You can take it to a professional level. You can take it to a lifestyle level. Yeah. I mean, it's for everybody. As long as you adapt and overcome what's in front of you, I mean, that's life. It's the same as life.
Look at the clientele that you've got. I mean, you've got a broad spectrum of people who have never thrown a punch. I played rugby. I think I punched once on a rugby field. But other than that, I've never punched. So just even coming in and learning the techniques of punching a bag was actually foreign to me.
Yeah. It is for most people. I mean, majority of men out there, I mean, you see your guys in the bars, they're all drunk and then they get all boisterous and they actually want to fight, but none of them have actually acquired the skill to actually do it. Yeah. I mean, as men, you feel like you can and you're boisterous enough to do it, but do you actually know what you're doing?
There's that masculine side of
course.
I've got a lady next to me, I have to protect.
100%. But I mean, when last did you actually fight? When last did you pick up gloves and acquire the skill? Yeah. You haven't.
No, not at all.
And your cardio sucks also, you can see by your...
Jeez, I used to punch. So
yeah, no, but I'm just saying, it's just, there's been so many podcasts and people have spoken about this. I mean, I don't want to water it down, but it's just, it really is the fact, No, if you don't know what you're doing, don't get involved, you know what I mean? So, and that's another reason why it brings me back to the development and acquiring the skills.
Yeah.
Not only does it make you a person that can defend themselves, but it also creates a better person for you in public. where you can actually go, whoa, you know what, let me rather step away from this because, I know what I can do to this person now.
Yeah.
So it actually...
Is that essential training in boxing and fighting? You don't take your skills that you've learned and go and aggress?
Well, I wouldn't do that. I mean, it's
it's a reaction defensive thing if you need to.
In a life-threatening situation, obviously in a fight situation, you rather walk away from it,
Yeah.
But obviously, if your life depends on it, it's good to have skills like that,
Yeah.
Obviously, you can pull out your weapon and you can operate if it's a life-threatening, but that's also another skill that you should acquire, especially living in this country.
Well, a mate of mine the other day, he's going to teach my son motorbiking, and he's like, he taught his kids motorbiking because he believes that's a skill that everyone, it's just his perception on.
For sure, it's...
so hearing you say that's your viewpoint.
I respect anyone that's doing any form of exercise, in terms of keeping healthy, but as far as self-defense comes, I would recommend your daughters, your sons, everybody should learn how to defend themselves because it'll better you in the long run, especially in this country. And especially the way the world's going in now. I mean, with all these fucking fairies,
here they come.
Yeah.
The
flooding. Sorry.
I've been waiting for it. Thank you. Trev,
no, sorry. Yeah, my apologies.
Don't apologize. No.
But you know what I mean. It's this whole agenda that's happening now. I mean, hopefully it's getting filtered out and run down. And that's why you should train your children also, because if that ever had to get pressed upon your child and go against your morals and your ethics, your child should have the strength, to mow them down and run them over because unfortunately only the strong survive out here.
That's one of the main things that I wanted to bring you in to talk about is discipline and respect that you've instilled in your boy.
Yes.
We'll get to it later. I think it's a lovely conversation for a lot of parents out there listening. But just quickly on the business side, the social media side, so it was so impactful. I mean, I knew exactly what was going on in your gym before I even set foot there. I knew who Uncle Chris was before I even got there, and I used to laugh at how you used to go up to him in the gym and he used to swear at you, and you almost feel like you before you get there. Is that something that you've always used as social media?
Not really.
You were doing it yourself, right?
You see, the thing is like, and that person in particular, Uncle Chris, that's called clients turning into friends. I mean, he stuck with me for 13, 14 years, training every day, Monday to Friday. Yeah. And then obviously our friendship developed from coach to client to, he's like a dad to me. I mean, he's helped me out numerous occasions through my business. I mean, he plays a very, very important role in my business, in business and out of business. I mean, he's got a beautiful family that we all love. We all love him. And as you can see on my Instagram, he's a good old grumpy cunt, but he's our grumpy cunt.
No, but I mean, you built a following fast. Your posts were constant. I always say to my guys, 3 times a week minimum.
Yeah. No. I'm quite happy.
What grew your business in Durban?
Well, I was just, when Instagram started, when we were, I think it was still, was it MySpace or Facebook? I don't even know, bro. Yeah. So when I got Instagram, it was a lacquer tool to take photos of our gym and post about the people. And then I saw a lot of people posting about themselves on their Instagrams. And then I thought, let me rather post my clients with my business. So that's how my business actually grew on a social media point. It was through Instagram, where I would like give my clients airtime on my page.
But then they post because they're in it.
Yeah.
It, now it's giving you airtime.
Organically grew. No bought followers, eh? We don't do that, so it's all organically grown. But listen, I've had it since Instagram started, so I don't have a lot of followers as much as other people. But I'm also not everyone's cup of tea, Some people like me, some people hate me.
And the ones who do will follow you.
Both weeks I got paid.
And this, so your vision for this now, because I see now you're going into the boxing events. What's your big plan for?
Well, it started off as just survival,
Well, as a way to make an income.
Just to make money, I'm not really the most approachable for employment, you know what I mean? And also, I don't know. I've never seen myself working for somebody. I could never, ever do that. Your own destiny. Absolutely. Master of my own destiny. And so it started off as survival, and then it branched off into community, and then the gym got busier and busier and busier and busier. And then I was like, wow, this is actually quite a lacquer business. It's grown into something spectacular. And then, Knuckle Game just kind of solidified its entity in Durban as a community, And then from there, I said, you know what? After the pro boxing scene with Lee, we won our championships, we won belts. I've also made other belts for other boxers. And then I was in the pro world quite a bit. And then I pulled out of that when Lee kind of retired, and then Lee passed on. And then boxing development for the younger lighties was something that I was very passionate about. So then I started doing tournaments.
Okay.
And so from that, it's we're still doing that. We're doing boxing development. Yeah. More on a white collar stand. I mean, although my son is involved with Sonabo, and his future is
white collar, bringing in the audience, selling the tables.
Yeah, we're selling
getting the right people sitting in the
and
room.
Also giving those guys that want to learn how to box a platform to what it feels like to actually get involved with the sport. Yeah. I mean, with Sonabo, it's a brilliant organization for boxing development, but I mean, they're situated in different area codes where it's not really tangible for a lot of people just to rock up and enjoy themselves, because it's work.
Yeah.
So we like to do a bit of entertainment. We do a box and dine. We seat the tables. We get food pairing. Yeah, it's lekker. We sold out on our last one in March. At the Legacy Yard.
All of them look like they sold out.
Yeah, they all do.
You think one of them, the last one sold out? I think they all sell out.
Yeah, they all do. Thank you, KZN. And we got another one on the 20th of June at the Legacy Yard.
Yeah.
Tables are selling fast. Yeah, we've already sold, I think, 13 tables. We cap it off at 25 tables, and then we have standing.
All right.
And we got about 12 bouts.
Brilliant.
My son's also fighting in that again.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a Sonabo fight the weekend prior, which is the 16th, and then the weekend after he's at my event.
So you've had champs, you've trained champs, and you're training a future champ now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm focusing all of my time on my son. Obviously, my clients, I give them my undivided attention. I only do one-on-ones now. I used to do group classes and all of that, but now I just do strictly one-on-one to focus my time with my clients. And but with my son, he gets it all.
We actually spoke on the previous podcast about how so often people tend to drift towards the passions of their parents or the careers of their parents. It's a generational thing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my parents were both in real estate, but I was very adamant I don't want to ever be in real estate, and look where I am. Right? Yeah. Even though I didn't want to. Is this something Tyler was from the beginning? Hey, Dad's a boxer. I want to be a boxer. How did it kind of come to that point? Did you want him to get into boxing?
I think it was inevitable for him because I only had my son when I was coaching here in Durban.
Yeah.
So my son, and he had to, not unfortunately, fortunately, he had to come to the boxing gym at 4:00 in the morning.
I remember
on school days,
in his school uniform.
And still today, he does that today. I mean, 13 years later, he's still he's up at 4:00. He's in the gym at 4:30. He trains and then gets back into his school uniform, has a shower, and then goes to school, and then back in the gym again. And as well as my little Lord Lamaki, my little daughter, so she's a baby because mother also is a coach. So Coach Candy, she trains all the females here in Durbs. She's also got a massive clientele, and she's really, really great. She actually harnessed her skills in lockdown when we had the COVID situation. I taught her how to hold pads, showed her the dynamics of boxing, why we hold pads, so she understood it, Yeah. And also she's been physically boxing herself since she's been with me. So she's got about 15, 17 years of actually boxing on her side.
So the whole family are boxers.
Yeah, so it's inevitable for the children to get involved with the sport. I mean, like I've always said to my son, he could be anything he wants in life, and I'll always support him. I said, anything at all, but the only thing is out of your control is training. You will train.
Yeah.
You have no say about that. Yeah. And from that aspect, he's kind of developed and cultivated a strong mental attitude towards that dynamic of life. And I don't even have to tell him to train now. He's so infatuated with that mirror. I mean, you ever want to kill my son, you put a mirror at the bottom of the pool.
But
kid shadow boxes everywhere he goes.
The first 7 years of our lives, I talk about this in the book, in terms of how our conditioning, our past conditioning impacts our behaviors. The first 7 years of your life is the most I mean, that's where kids are literally downloading values, morals, principles, and they
like
download
a
it from you.
sponge. Yeah,
sponges.
Yeah. They watch
so
it.
He's had in him already on an unconscious level that's instilled into him.
Oh yeah, I mean, since like you said, from that age to 7, I mean, mom and dad, he's watched every single day train.
Yeah.
Because although we coaches, we live it. We don't just preach about it; we walk the walk.
And those are the things we can instill in our kids. Because I think as they get older, there's so many influences on our kids' lives, whether it's mates, boyfriends,
of course,
teachers. But as parents, we get to instill values and principles and morals and stuff
very
like
important.
that.
Yeah.
And the one thing I've noticed, which I said you wanted to speak to you about, is respect is huge for you.
Absolutely.
Like it's my number one value.
Yes.
I only get angry if someone disrespects me. Not that I'm the boss and I need to be. I'm a human being. Just respect me. Talk nicely to me.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
So
give and take.
Yeah. For me to see that, like I've just noticed.
It's earned. It's not given.
100%. But there were posts that he was doing his shoes. I remember watching him polishing his shoes in the morning. I was like, Dad's got him to polish his shoes, and there's a lot of.
He still polishes his shoes. He still takes out the trash. He does his chores.
Yeah.
But then again, I also don't pay him pocket money. I mean, he makes his own money.
Yeah.
And it's not for chores in the house. The chores in the house is just a given. It's a staple.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was growing up, it was, if you want to sleep in this bed tonight.
That's how we were raised.
Exactly. It was a little bit harder. I mean, my mother, I think, spent her salaries on wooden spoons every fucking week. Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Give her a hard time.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure you did.
In and out of jail every now and then.
It's character building, isn't it? It's character building.
Hey.
But Joe, I think
the 90s was wild, bro.
Did you enjoy them? Can you remember them?
Yeah, sort of.
But that, like, even when we went to school, we were afraid. Discipline was instilled.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
you'd get a smack on the ass. If you stepped out.
No. You fear your teacher.
Different now.
No, it's horrible. It was hard back then.
Yeah,
but it was necessary.
Yeah. And what do you? And when did you notice in Tyler, your son? When did you notice that he had something special?
Oh well,
I know he's your son, so you always okay.
So if you look back on my Instagram, right on the first, I think I've got footage of him when he's 4 on the pads, So I've got photos of him when he was 2 in these little boxing gloves, and he's always like shadow boxing around the house and imitating, going hitting things. So he's grown up in that environment, So to that sense, I'm lucky. And then as time progressed, he was getting more and more interested with the pad work. Dad, how do I do this? How do I do that? Yeah. And then obviously as the combos started getting more and more complex, and then explaining to him why we throw it like that and why we move like that, and just explaining the whole dynamic of it, I could see that he was interested. And then I think he was about 8. I threw him in the ring for some sparring. And, he started punching Oaks, people punching him back. Yeah. And then he got hit in the nose. And I kind of, I froze a bit. And then his whole face just went from shocked to this. Angry. And he just mowed forward. And I was like, oh, shit.
Something there.
Yeah, we've got a bit of pluck now. So it's definitely got his dad's pluck. And then from that, we kind of harnessed that and we focused on that more and more time in the ring. And then 10 years old was his first fight.
Yeah.
He was tiny. He was so small. I was actually looking at footage the other day, and he was just this little boy inside the ring, and he didn't know what to do. And there was a big 6x6 boxing ring. There was 1,500 people here at Northwood Crusaders. It was massive. And
you must be nervous first time out.
Well, he said he wasn't nervous, but then when I got in the ring, he kept going like this. I said, "What's wrong with you, boy?" He said, "Dad, I don't know what's wrong with me." I said, "Take a deep breath." And then after the first bell, I think he wanted to throw up after the first round, and I said, calm your nerves. And then he came out, and then he got himself a knockdown in the second round, and then went for the win on the third. And ever since then, he's just been on a good winning streak, but that's never ever easy fights. He's always had really tough opponents.
It's also not going to be easy for you, and I say this with context. So I always go as a coach, when I'm in the room with somebody, I'm in the room with them. But when I leave the room, I have to disconnect because I can't carry everyone's emotions around with me because I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
How is it for you as dad and coach? Because there's got to be times when there's toughness, tough love, but also love. And you've got a big heart. I know you do.
Yeah, so it's actually funny. It's actually funny you say that. So in the beginning, I cornered my son. And I'm quite intense in the corner because, I have been in the professional world and we've been on big stages and we fought for titles. And so it's a serious business being in the corner because not only do you have to nurture your boxer, but you've also got to educate him of what's happening.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it can get quite intense, So if he's fucking up and you telling him he needs to move a certain way and this guy's throwing a certain punch and you need to counter it that way and you need to sink it in their head, it can get quite intense. As for my son, so if I'm in the corner because I'm quite intense in the corner, I could say to him, hey, you need to fucking move your head this way and you need to slip that way and you need to... Yeah. So when he hears me swearing, he thinks, hey, shit, Dad's cucking me out. Yeah. So what I've done with that is I actually noticed that, and my wife actually noticed it in the corner. She could see that my son was like getting like that fearful kind of look, but he's not supposed to in the corner. He's supposed to be, getting pumped. So what I did is I took my younger brother, John T. He's also a coach in my gym. I said, from now on, he must corner him. I said, I'll still train him and I'll still coach him. But I said, take care of him in the corner. And then once we changed from that aspect, hey, it was a whole new boxer because John T is also very, very good at it.
Is that you realizing and having the awareness to go, okay, this is impacting him. I can't change. That's who I am.
Yeah, no.
So let's rather shift somebody else.
I'm big enough to take a step down. It does hurt because I do want to be in there. But
it was what's best for him, and that's.
But it's not forever though. I just want for him to mature a little bit more, and then I think in the later teens when he starts getting a bit bigger and he starts maturing a bit more, I think he can handle me then.
But you're right though, because I remember like playing rugby, like the worst thing was to be criticized by your parent. The coach can criticize you. Not that my dad ever criticized me a lot, but when he did, I took it to heart.
No, for sure. It's a very valid point that you bring up, because when I train my son now and say like we're working on new techniques, shit that we've never done before, and we're trying to come in the sport of boxing, it's forever evolving, 20 years ago, I would have said, hey, you don't throw it like this, you don't throw it like that, you got to throw it like this, you have to throw it like that. But nowadays, you can throw it like this and you can throw it like that, because if it fucking lands, it's working, The name of the game is to hit and not get hit, make him miss, make him pay, So training with him now, even now, we trained this morning and we're doing a sequence and we're trying a new combo and we're trying new angles. And then I get frustrated, and then I'll give him a little little clap with the pad, to sharpen him up. And then he thinks, hey, well, I am awake. Why are you hitting me? And then it becomes a fucking argument. And it's just like, are we getting the work done? But
does he ever have drop lip and sulk if dad gives?
No, there's no sulking in my household. My whole household, there's no sulking.
Okay.
Father, mother, son, daughter, there's no sulk. Well, the daughter will learn very quickly. She's yet to learn, but there's no sulking.
You might have a struggle at age 13, 14, because that's when it comes in. I know.
No struggle. No. It's always been, if there was an issue, sort the issue out. Yeah. After the issue sorted out, little cry, hugs and loves, and then back to normal again. Because if there's sulking in the house, then I don't like the lingering. It'll just it'll spark an older version of me up, which I don't want.
Triggers. You got a couple of triggers.
So there's zero sulking in my household.
But again,
and in my gym,
self-awareness. I know this is going to impact me, so let's do it a better way.
Yeah, it's boils down to that old simple aspect of just communicate. You have to communicate. If you're not talking, no one can thumb suck what you're feeling unless you can, and that's my wife, by the way. You just got to conjure up what she's thinking, and you got to know what she's thinking all the time.
I'm not going to comment.
I was waiting for that.
I'm not going to comment. But look, it's really exciting. I love the style. I love the way that you coach.
Thanks.
You've got the hardness, but you've got the soft side as well.
Thanks.
Which I uncovered when I came to the boxing studio.
No,
but I think you're building something really significant there.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's going to manifest now. Everything you've done is manifesting in the success that your Lati is having, which is huge. And I wish you all the best with that. It's lovely
so
to
much,
watch.
I appreciate that. It really means the world to me that it's been noticed,
Well, no, it is. And if you've got people out here listening, there's youngsters, 15, 16 that listen to this. Yeah. There's parents that listen to us. If you had to give Uncle Trev's top 2 tips to a young boy or a young girl growing up today, general advice, what would you give? What stands out for you in your life that is a lesson you would want to have been given when you were that age?
Well, one, definitely learn a martial art.
Okay.
Learn how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
100% learn how to defend yourself. And from that aspect, you could branch on to the second one, which is manners. Learn how to defend yourself and have manners, because manners will carry you through life. Yeah. Even if you don't have an education, manners will get you very far in life. learn how to defend yourself, because the world is nasty out there. But with you learning how to defend yourself, manners will come, and I think your life will be a lot more pleasant living through it. Learn how to defend yourself, get yourself some manners.
Brilliant advice. And how do people get hold of you? If they're listening to this for the first time and they don't know where to find Trev?
Just go to, if you have Instagram, that's the only platform that I kind of operate on.
So download Instagram.
Yeah, download Instagram, number one. Knuckle Game Boxing Academy. And then if not, you can get me on 079-015-6419. You can WhatsApp me. Please do not call me because I will not answer. Drop me a WhatsApp and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You're pretty good on your DMs on Instagram as well. So that seems to be your method of choice. So I didn't ask you before if you read. I didn't ask you, can you read? I said, do you read?
Sometimes.
And you said when you want to fall asleep.
Yeah, sometimes.
So here's
Hurts my eyes.
Here's your pillow gift for tonight. You can start reading it if you want to.
Say it all. Okay. Beautiful.
All right. And if you don't want to
read
it,
how to think for yourself.
Give it to your boy.
No, I'll definitely read it before I give it to my boy.
I've had people as young as 9 years old. It's a pleasure. And now I've had feedback that a 9-year-old has read that book. So it's relatable.
Is it?
It's definitely something that anyone can read.
I'm pretty sure I can get through it then.
I'm sure it's short as well. It'll take you 4 nights.
Is it?
More, so enjoy.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I can map this out in one.
But thank you so much. This has been amazing.
I appreciate you having me.
Chat. Guys, if anyone out there is interested in the book, Thoughtonomybook.co.za, jump on and order. And if you're in the local area, you can actually come and pull in and fetch from the office here in Glen Ashley. But thanks, Bud. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to watching your Lati and your growth as well.
Thank you so much.
There you go, from Big T himself. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.